The need to develop a deep mutual understanding is a must in today's fast-changing world, and current trends indicate that the demand for basic needs, energy, and global development require global cooperation, especially towards the attainment of the Sustainable Development Goals by the year 2030. In this new era, the re-establishment of the strong people-to-people bonds and a collective effort in the attainment of the global goals is vital for mutual advantage among countries. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration let re-establish in Ghana the diplomatic presence of the country with the fourth largest irrigation system in the world. Pakistan, a regional and middle power, which is ranked among the emerging and growth-leading economies of the world and is backed by a strong and the fastest growing middle class. To elucidate us on the Pakistani-Ghana diplomatic relations with me is Her Excellency Farhat Ayesha, the High Commissioner of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to Ghana. On this episode, we will engage Her Excellency Farhat Ayesha on the policies to strengthen and deepen the bilateral relations between Pakistan and Ghana and the numerous policies to deepen our bilateral trade relations. You are watching the Youth Time Show on Grace Life TV. May your host, Vanessa Zik Ade Ado, the diplomatic voice of the youth. Grace Life TV, diplomatic information and more. Don't go anywhere. The show commences very shortly. Thank you. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Youth Time Show today. You are welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
It is
and
indeed.
𝐾𝐚𝐤𝐳 to Pakistan House.
Shukriya. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency Ayesha Farhat is the High Commissioner of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to Ghana, joining the Pakistan Foreign Service in the year 2003 with approximately 20 years of experience in diplomacy. She has worked at the Pakistan mission in Shanghai. She has also worked in Abu Dhabi. She has worked at the Permanent Mission of the United Nations in New York and Geneva, joining the Accra office with years of experience in peace and security and sustainable development. Your Excellency, that is a rich resume, and we are so grateful to have you today.
Thank you. I am humbled by your introduction.
You're welcome. So before we really delve into the conversation proper, if you could do it in a simple sentence, who is Her Excellency Farhat Ayesha, the ambassador, the High Commissioner of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to Ghana?
Okay. I am Farhat Ayesha, a career diplomat belonging to Pakistan Foreign Service, a very proud and prestigious service of Pakistan. I have around 20 years of experience, and we arrived in Ghana on 1st of June to re-establish the diplomatic resident mission here. We are thankful to the leadership of Ghana for allowing us and inviting us and hosting us in this beautiful country and having us here. We are here to promote relationship which already existed between our two countries for last 6 decades. Mm-hmm. And with the presence of a resident mission, we hope to take this relationship to new heights and to bring our people together. Okay,
that is great. So thank you so much. So for the re-establishment of the High Commission here in Accra is going to fuel our bilateral relations. How would you describe the period of 6 decades of diplomacy with Pakistan and its future for both countries?
Pakistan and Ghana are very old friends. Our friendship dates back to 1964 when we started our resident mission here first. Our first ambassador was Ambassador 𝐏𝐚𝐬𝐴. He came here in 1965, and he had very strong and deep relationship with Dr. Nkrumah, and we cherish that bond of friendship. In 1960s, 1950s, after our independence in 1947, Pakistan supported Africa in the anti-colonial drive in all the independence movements in Africa. We have been together in the non-aligned movement. We have been together in the Group of 77 and China, Group of Developing Nations. Our issues have been same, and we have struggled together. We have made efforts to improve the conditions and situation of developing countries, and being the members of the Commonwealth, we have commonalities. English is a language which is spoken in Pakistan and also in Ghana, and it's very comfortable here to communicate, to talk to people, and find our ways here. After 1965, we remained here, but during the last 2 decades, due to certain austerity measures, we had to remove our diplomatic presence from here, but still our relationship continued. The relationship was being carried forward by our High Commission in Abuja, who made visits, and this relationship continued. Throughout these years, there have been strong collaboration. We have assisted Ghana in notably capacity building of its institutions, its people working in the different institutions. And today, when I have come here, when I go to different institutions, and I see the alumni of Pakistani institutions, I feel very proud, and I feel very happy. And to mention one important name, the Chief of Defense Staff, Vice Admiral Said Amwama, he is an alumni. He was a naval cadet back 1982 in Karachi Naval College. In addition to that, there are many other personalities whom I have met, including in the Foreign Ministry. We have so far trained 33 diplomats in the Diplomatic Academy of Pakistan, in which we were trained. The level of training and the quality of training is the same as it is given to the Pakistani diplomats, and we train together. So these are few points to mention. Our trade relationship have increased. It has grown day to day. So these relationships have continued to grow, and with our presence here, our effort is to further strengthen and deepen this relationship, accelerate the cooperation to meet the pace of 21st century, and it's a bilateral cooperation for both Pakistan and Ghana, which is mutually reinforcing.
Great. Thank you so much for that. And you touched on bilateral trade relations, which I would like to take you back to the period during your presentation of credence, letters of credence to the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. You extended the zeal of your President, His Excellency Dr. Alfie Did I get it correct? Yeah, and he's so much interested in solidifying the bilateral relations between Ghana and Pakistan. And one way to do that is to solidify bilateral trade relations. What policies are you putting in place to help our bilateral trade relations? That is the extension of businesses from Ghana to Pakistan and vice versa.
Thank you for this question. Economic diplomacy is an important and integral part of my work and work of this High Commission. It has a vital importance in the relationship of any two countries in today's diplomacy. And the government of Pakistan has a keen desire to strengthen economic relationship, trade relationship, investment from Pakistan into Ghana, and to benefit from the potential of Ghana. Currently, in the last few years, when we see at the trade figures, it has increased every year. And last year it was at $57 million. Our ambition is to take it to $1 billion in next 5 years.
Wow.
And to achieve that objective and to that figure, we are pinning our hopes at the different measures taken by the government of Ghana to attract investors, to promote trade, to facilitate trade. On our part, we are reaching out to the National Chamber of Commerce and Industries Ghana and Ghana Investment Promotion Center and other trade bodies, other different chambers and businessmen. Our effort is to establish legal frameworks which can ease the movement of traders to Ghana from Pakistan and also from Ghana to Pakistan.
Great.
It's bilateral traffic. We have extended invitations, and I am encouraging personally the businessmen from Ghana to come to Pakistan to participate in different trade shows that are being conducted and to see with their own eyes what attracts them in the country. Pakistan have a lot of trade potential. We are one of the leading exporters of rice, which is a staple food here. And Pakistani basmati rice is top class rice. So we are already exporting a lot of rice, but given the needs in Ghana, there is much more potential. Then cotton and textile products. We are again leaders around the globe. And the Pakistani cotton and textile products of very fine quality and very much suitable for the climate of Ghana. So there is a lot of more potential. We have some other sectors like the construction industry, IT, services and another. We are already having some collaboration, and some companies are working, collaborating with Ghana. They have supported Ghana government in e-governance, in establishing softwares for the stock exchange, and also with the Office of the Registrar General. They are helping to further like e-governance projects, helping in that regard. And with my presence, I am here to accelerate and re-energize everything by my contacts with the Ghanaian authorities and also I consider myself as the ambassador of Ghana. Ghana doesn't have a resident mission in Pakistan, so I always, whenever I go to meet the dignitaries, I consider me as Ghana's ambassador to Pakistan. I will be instrumental in conveying messages from Ghana to Pakistan, and it's my job to promote.
Great.
It's not only one way.
It's a
mutual.
side.
It's a double side. So if I am dedicatedly focused, so I can serve both countries. I'll be serving myself in my job.
That is great. So you touched on economic diplomacy and all. Now let's move to cultural diplomacy. How are you collaborating with Ghana in this field? Are there opportunities for us to tap in gastronomy?
Thank you. Cultural diplomacy is a very interesting topic. We have Pakistan have lots of things to offer. We are the one of the oldest civilizations of Indus Valley, and our culture is rich. It's the entertainment industry is rich. Our gastronomy,
very solid.
Our textile, our heritage, our sports. It's multiple fields. In terms of cultural diplomacy, just to inform you, very recently, 2 weeks ago, we screened for the first time ever in our history, we screened a Pakistani film in Accra Mall. It's a famous, these days this film is quite popular among, around the world, the legend of Mola Jat. So it was very much appreciated, and with support of Ghanaian audience, we hope to bring more films to Ghana. Our dramas are very strong. We intend to bring some dramas dubbed in English and have it for different TV channels. So I intend to work in that regard. On another aspect, the faith-based diplomacy, which is also part of the cultural diplomacy. Just 2 days ago, last week, we have a world-renowned reciter of Holy Quran, Qari Sayyid Sadaqat Ali. He was here in Ghana, and he recited in different mosques, and notably in 2 mosques of Ghana. In addition to this, we wish to introduce Pakistani food to the taste buds of Ghanaians. We are encouraging. There are few Pakistanis who are offering food services, but we want to bring more of Pakistani food. The famous chicken tikka, the biryani, the butter chicken, and lots of halwas that we like. So we want to bring that as well. So this is from the cultural diplomacy side. And any other question?
Thank you so much. So one of Pakistan's foreign policy objective is to help countries around the world. So particularly in Africa, how is Pakistan's Look Africa policy helping African countries?
Pakistan is following the Engage Africa policy since 2019, and an important strand of this policy is to build on our already strong political and historic fraternal ties with Africa, and to promote the economic cooperation. We see Africa as a booming and the future growth engine of the world. And with the establishment of AFCFTA, with the establishment of different economic communities, and the raw materials available, the vibrant and educated youth with lot of skills and energy, there is a lot of potential in Africa. And we want to bring Pakistan's advantage for Africa and also to benefit from Africa's advantages. So it's a relationship of complementarity that we want to take forward. Under the Engage Africa policy, we have a strong focus on economic relationship. We are holding conferences to engage the leadership, and also some trade exhibitions. These days, A single country exhibition for the Africa is already taking place in South Africa, where many missions of Pakistan are collaborating, and we hope that we will bring such exhibitions in Ghana as well, and promote this economic relationship, especially the volume of trade, where we find there is a lot of potential. This is one strand. We also have deep defense relationship with Africa, and we will continue to further strengthen. Another strand is people-to-people relationship. We have been offering scholarships in our universities, and African students have been benefiting from the quality education offered by Pakistani universities, and we intend to increase these quotas and invite more students, and also the capacity building of officers of African governments, institutions, and strengthen. So it's a multi-pronged policy of Pakistan. Actually, the establishment of this mission, the re-establishment of this mission in Ghana, is one of the milestones of this policy that we have achieved. Under this policy, the government decided to increase our footprint in Africa. So 5 new missions became functional this year. We opened our missions in Rwanda, Djibouti, Uganda, Ivory Coast, and Ghana.
Wow.
So you can imagine that how Ghana is considered as a very important partner, an important ally, that government found it important to re-establish our mission here. So it's a outreach to the West Africa and to tap into the potential offered by the growing Ghana and the potential that it offers to the world.
That is great. So we can see to a large extent that this Engage Africa policy will really help women economic empowerment. Are there policies from your office to help women-led businesses in Ghana?
Government of Pakistan have strong focus on women empowerment inside Pakistan, and also extending our role and our support for women-led initiatives that can empower them. At Pakistan, you would recall that women are playing very strong role in every field, in political life, in economic and culture, sports. Pakistan, you would remember that in 1998, the first elected women Prime Minister of the Islamic world was Muhtarama Benazir Bhutto. We have women Speaker of the Parliament, women Foreign Minister, Ms. Hina Rabbani Khar, and she is also currently our Minister of State. And we have many other women in politics. We have the Governor State Bank, Dr. Shamshad Akhtar. We have women in the Air Force, flying planes as fighter pilots. They are in the Pakistan Army at the topmost generals level. They are good in diplomacy as well. We have had our Foreign Secretary woman, our current Foreign Office spokesperson is a woman, and currently there are around 8 women serving as heads of missions and ambassadors in various parts of the world. And it's not specific to any region. They are spread out all around the world, including 2 in Africa. Currently, one in Kenya and the second in Ghana. So this was something about Pakistani women. We have certain women entrepreneurs already working in Ghana. As I mentioned, the film that we screened was brought here by a Pakistani entrepreneur. We have other women running small and micro size businesses here. And the effort of the High Commission is to organize them to provide or help them forge a platform where they can engage the African women, the Ghanaian women. They can transfer their skill to the Ghanaian women and help them empowered. Personally, I am in very much support of women empowerment, and being a lady ambassador belonging to a traditional society and Muslim country, I am very much willing, and I already spoke to some organizations who invited me to serve as their as their advocate to promote the campaign for education of girl child.
Right.
And I am very much willing to play my role to inspire the men, especially in the underprivileged societies, to encourage their girls for education, to send them to school, to allow them to work, to be empowered and self-reliance. This is the true service that we can give to almost 50% of our population.
That is great. So before we take leave of you now, yesterday the Ghana Black Stars won a match against South Korea. So coming from a country that really prides in cricket, coming to Ghana where we also pride in football, are there going to be collaborations in sports for national development between Pakistan and Ghana?
Yeah. First of all, congratulations to all the Ghanaians.
Thank you.
Black Stars, we
You'll
support
be
you.
the World Cup very
Yes,
soon, right.
You are doing great. We are very happy, and we are receiving your congratulatory messages here in Pakistan Mission.
Thank you.
And all Pakistanis are watching your great performance in the World Cup. So Ghana is great in football, and we are great performers in cricket. Some of our Pakistani youth here are playing cricket. They regularly play, and some are very much mature enough to play in the Ghanaian national team. They have been invited. And we are very much willing to bring professional cricket coaches from Pakistan to train the Ghanaian team. And similarly, we would invite Ghana to train us in football.
That would be great.
So the sports are an important element of development of youth, of a healthy nation.
That is great. So thank you so much for coming on the Youth Time Show. But before we take leave of you finally, this is where everybody is watching you, the youth of the world. If you have one piece of advice for people who aspire to sit in your stead one day, what would it be?
Very few simple words. Have faith in yourself, in your capabilities, and work hard. There is no substitute to hard work. That's all.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for coming.
आपका बहुत शुक्रिया
बहुत
हमारे पास आए.
Thank you. You are most welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been here at the High Commission of Pakistan in Ghana talking to Her Excellency Farhat Ayesha, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan's High Commissioner to Ghana. It has been the Youth Time Show, and the show comes your way another time. It's bye for now.